Two African-American teenagers who were being assaulted by a homeless man with a knife got a little bit of help from a caller, a manager at a Buffalo Wild Wings, who called the cops, hoping the cops would show up to assist these teenagers. Unfortunately, and I think for a lot of people expectedly, quite the opposite happened. Take a look.
Guys, hey, get away from me.
It's the other guy. It's the other guy. It's the other guy.
Put your guns down. They're kids. They weren't kids.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Guys, do not.
Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
Yo, they got their friends.
Put your hands up.
Okay, shh. I'm the manager here at Buffalo Wild Wings.
They don't care because they black. They don't care because they black. They don't care because they black.
I'm the one that called you.
They didn't do nothing at all.
I'm the one that called you. It was not them.
They didn't do
nothing wrong. They put it.
Sir, can I please talk to you for a minute? Can I talk to someone?
They didn't call the. We can tell you, there's no reason. They're kids, bro. Back up. Hey, they're just kids. Guys, back up.
We're not doing nothing. We're right here. We're not doing nothing. We're right here. We're right here. They didn't even do nothing.
Back up.
You need to let them go. That guy is walking away with a knife.
I understand.
How much right?
This is some bullshit, man. This is bullshit. They didn't even do nothing.
Honestly, watching that, you're just terrified that someone's gonna get shot, someone's gonna get killed. Luckily, that didn't happen. This took place in Santa Clarita by the Santa Clarita Valley police, who are part of the Los Angeles Police Department. And the mother of one of the teens, Tammy Collins, shared her perspective on social media, writing, "I wanted to share what happened to my son yesterday in Santa Clarita Valley when he was with a couple of friends sitting at a bus stop headed home. He was attacked by a gentleman, homeless guy, who approached them and first asked them if they had any crack, then tried to take their things." So at that point, unfortunately, the confrontation escalated. That was when this homeless man allegedly took out a knife, and the teens had skateboards, which they were using to fend the homeless guy off. Now, other people saw what was going on. They called the cops. One of the people was a manager at Buffalo Wild Wings who accurately depicted the teenagers as the victims here. But apparently other people who had called thought that the teenagers were attacking the homeless guy. Nonetheless, the cops show up and you saw what happened. They have their guns drawn on these teenagers. What's beyond frustrating as someone who's watching that video, and I'm sure beyond frustrating for people who were there, bystanders are trying to explain to the cops, no, those are the they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. Please stop pointing your guns at them. This is inappropriate. This is wrong. And they're just not listening. They're not listening. And Tammy Collins, again, the mother, also says one caller called the police and reported 2 black guys are attacking a homeless guy. This is how the police responded. This is something my son and his friends will never forget. So what did we hear from the sheriff's department? Well, the LA County Sheriff's Department told TMZ the 911 call came in as an assault with a deadly weapon, specifically 2 adult males, they're teenagers, hitting another man with a skateboard. The kids were detained, and after deputies spoke with them and witnesses, they were released with no arrests. I mean, we saw what that scene looked like. They're trying to make it seem like it wasn't a big deal. I mean, they had one of the teenagers on his knees with guns drawn. The department doesn't know what happened to the homeless man. So there's a guy out on the loose with a weapon, obviously threatening people. And all of the attention by these cops was placed on 2 black teenagers.
Okay, so first of all, to be fair to the police department, I get it, you got conflicting reports. One said the homeless guy attacked the kids, the other one said the kids hit the homeless guy. But when you show up to the scene, and by the way, they're the sheriff's department, it turns out. And witnesses are telling you they're the victims, not the people who did it. And the person who called in comes up, says, I'm the manager at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm the one who called it in. They're the victims. Nope, cops won't listen. So what does this show you? First of all, They see black kids, they immediately pull their weapons. Because this is what we're talking about, guys. Racial bias is in our heads. It's in our heads. Denying it is insanity. If they saw the same age kids who were white or Asian, do you think they automatically pull their weapons? Maybe, but I doubt it. They see black kids and they're like, oh my God, dangerous. Everybody pull all your weapons, the rifles, the guns, everything else. I'm pointing at these kids. Then, okay, that's your initial reaction. Then people come and listen to you. Now we go into the training. No, never listen to anyone. I don't care who called it in. I don't care who's right or wrong. No, I have my weapons drawn and you will respect my authority. Oh, for God's sake, listen for a second. Listen. No, I was told not to listen. I have to assert my authority. I am a cop and I will tell you what to do. Hey, for God's sake, they called for help. They didn't call to point your weapons at their kids' heads, okay? Nope, won't listen. And now, at the end of all that, the guy got away because they refused to listen to anyone because they were too busy asserting how awesome and tough they are and how worthy of respect they are. And now let's talk about deadly weapon. Come on, guys. A skateboard, you're all gonna be murdered by the skateboard of the teenager, even in the scenario where you think they were the assailants? Nah, you wanted to pull the gun. You couldn't wait to pull the gun. And what do they tell you in your training? Never, ever take any risk with your life. The life of the citizens are irrelevant. You accidentally shoot a kid, who cares? Oh, he had a deadly weapon, deadly weapon. By the way, when cops run over protesters in their cars, not a deadly weapon. But when a kid has a skateboard, deadly weapon, right? So we're so tired of their hypocrisy. And let me tell you something about my personal experience in that area, because I ran for Congress there. None of the politicians will ever do anything. Their number one mode of operation, not just for Republicans, but for Democrats in that district, is to kiss the cops' ass. Oh my God, Santa Clarita cops are awesome, awesome, great. Sheriff's Department is awesome. Oh, did you know in this district, there's a lot of cops in Simi Valley? Cops. So there will be no accountability, none. Every politician will go and bow down to the cops, and they will have no repercussions at all for putting those kids' lives in danger.
Yeah, look, I just want to remind everyone that this is exactly the reason why there's a huge portion of this country who believes in defunding the police. Because if your response to that is, well, who's gonna keep us safe? Just understand that there are people in this country, a huge significant portion of this country, that has not been protected by the cops. Imagine being a victim, being assaulted, being fearful of your life, and knowing that it's actually gonna make the situation worse if you call the cops. That's why people want to defund the police. And maybe, hey, let's divert some of that money to social services so we can at least alleviate some of this homelessness. You get it? It's not that hard to understand unless you're so unwilling to step out of your own bubble and see what policing is like for others. Some people do not get protected by police, and I think this was a perfect example of that.
Okay, well, one last thing. We train our cops to be the worst of us, not the best of us. If some kids had hit someone I loved with a skateboard, in this case it was an adult. So let's say, a cousin of mine, an uncle of mine, okay, someone I really care about, and they'd hit him with a skateboard. If I thought that was the fact pattern, that is not what happened here. But if I thought accidentally that was the fact pattern, would I pull a gun on that kid? Under no circumstances would I do that. I'd be furious at the kid, and I might. They're teenagers. I'd certainly try to maybe make sure they don't hit him again with a skateboard. I might get in the middle, but no way would I put a rifle to their heads. No decent person would ever do that. But we train our cops to be indecent and to be the worst of us and to point weapons at kids and endanger their lives because, oh my God, I might get hurt by a skateboard. That is, by the way, you can tell like what 100 feet away. I don't know how far away they were. That what they're gonna throw the skateboard and maybe give you a hangnail or something? Oh, I'm not gonna take a risk with my life. Oh, it's a skateboard. Let's point weapons. Because we've been told you put down everything in your path. I'm sick of how we train cops I'm absolutely sick of it.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. I really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.